Congrats to Chase Elliott and the Amazon Prime team on the win. Congrats to him, his crew chief Alan Gustafson, his fans, Hendrick Motorsports, Chevy on the win. Chase Elliott was one of the fastest cars today, so he deserved this win. He was near the front today, and he got the fastest lap too, which gets him a championship point there. So, second win of the year for him. I think. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he and Tyler Reddick might be the only drivers to have multiple wins this season. So I believe that's the thing there. But all in all, congrats to those guys on the win there, and happy for Chase Elliott and his fans there. Second was Denny Hamlin. Had a pretty fast car today. Third was Alex Bowman, back-to-back top 3 runs. Good for him. He's done pretty well since coming back from the vertigo, so I'm glad to see he and 48 team have done fairly well, I think, since he's came back. Fourth was Tyler Reddick. Fifth was Chris Buescher. Surprisingly, that was his first top 10 run at Texas, or finish there, so it's kind of surprising. But all in all, he finished 5th. Did great today, and he's a pretty good old driver right there. 6th is Daniel Suarez. I gotta say, he's actually done pretty well this year and has stayed in chase contention. So, yeah, he is 36 points to the good right now for the chase. So, good to see that. I mean, Suarez has had some pretty good days on the track this year so far. 7th is his teammate Carson Hocevar, who won the truck race Friday night. So great run for him, Carson Hocevar there, and he backed up his win, getting a top 10 finish. 8th was William Byron, who had a spin there earlier in the race, came back and rebounded there. So great run. 9th was Bubba Wallace, who had a pretty quiet day, but still came home with a top 10 finish. So great run for him. 10th was his buddy Ryan Blaney, and that rounds out your top 10 right there. 11th was Riley Herbst. I thought he was going to get a top 10 finish for most of the day. He was around 8th place car there on speed. So for him to come home 11th, it's actually not bad. So 12th was Eric Jones, who actually got his first career stage win, which was cool. So Eric Jones had a pretty great run there today. So great run for Eric and Legacy Motor Club. 13th was Brad Keselowski. 14th was Ryan Preece, who was not happy with Ty Gibbs, and that's all I gotta say. He was not too happy with Ty Gibbs during the race. 15th was Austin Cindric. 16th, Connor Zillich. Decent run for him. He needed a decent run. It's been a struggle for him in the Cup Series. So, yeah. 17th, SVG. Not a bad day on the oval for him. He's currently 27 points behind Briscoe for the last chase spot. So we go to his bread and butter next. He'll have a very good shot at competing for the win and try to gain some points if he can next week at Watkins Glen, because he's usually competing on those road courses there. 18th was Austin Dillon, and he came home. Let's see here. Austin Dillon finished 18th today. He also finished 23rd in the O'Reilly race yesterday, but I'll get more to that in a little bit there. So, 19th was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 20th was our teammate Kyle Busch. He and John Hunter got into it on the track the last few laps. Kyle Busch probably thinks John Hunter didn't clear him. Okay, that happens. But then probably on the next turn, Kyle Busch just loses his temper there and puts John Hunter Nemechek on the wall and actually ruins a decent finish for him there. 21st, ironically enough, John Hunter Nemechek. 22nd was Zane Smith. 23rd was Chase Briscoe. Interesting day for him. He did great in the first stage. Was in the top 5. Had some speed. Once he got onto pit road there, and maybe had a little left front damage possibly. They just, I don't know, they weren't the same. Maybe, but after that, I don't think they were the same. But at least he did get 5 stage points in the first stage, and thankfully, he has the last chase spot at the moment. So, yeah, he is only 7 points in front of Joey Logano, and I bet, in a way, he's thankful Joey Logano didn't do well either, because that really helped him, probably. And Briscoe did get some stage points, so that helped. 24th was Ty Dillon. 25th was AJ Allmendinger. 26th was Ross Chastain. I think who had a top 10 run going until, unfortunately, that speeding penalty there. So that ruined his potential for a great finish, because Ross Chastain, I think, was on his way to a respectable finish there. 27th, Michael McDowell. 28th, Josh Berry. 28th, Noah Gragson. 29th, Josh Berry. 30th, Cody Ware. 31st, Corey Heim. I hated for him because he actually led the most laps, was fast. I'm telling you, I do not see how he's not in a Cup car right now, because I think he's a very talented driver. Yes, I understand you got to have money, yada, 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 but it should also involve talent too, because Corey Heim, I think, is a really talented driver, and that proved it last year when he won all those races in the Truck Series and the championship. 32nd was Todd Gilliland, who caused one of the first cautions. Then spun, went down on the track, which kind of clipped Christopher Bell on accident there, and that ruined his day. I'll get to Mark Bell there in a minute. 33rd was Chad Fincham. 34th, Kyle Larson, who got that wreck there. 35th was Cole Custer, who he and Joey Logano got wrecked on a pit stop. 36th was Ty Gibbs, who got wrecked by Ryan Preece, and Ryan, like I said, Ryan Preece wasn't too happy with him. 37th was Joey Logano, who was trying to come out of pit road, and then just couldn't stop in time, and had damage, had some damage, and it just ruined his day there. And he and Cole Custer were trying to get out of pit road. He got into Cole Custer, and that's what ruined his day. And he didn't blame Cole Custer either, so that's good. 38th was Christopher Bell, whose day was done after his after he got clipped by Gilliland, who went down on the track from the spin, and hated for Bell because he was going to be a fast car there during the race. So that rounds out your finishing order. As for AD, recap for him, the O'Reilly race. Was gonna do well. He hung around for the O'Reilly race. He hung around the top 15 there for a little bit. Was gonna have a decent run, and then the cords or whatever from the tires were peeling and just never really recovered. And yes, he finished 23rd. He salvaged that somewhat, but just couldn't get a good finish there. But as far as the Cup race, I think it was a little bit hard for us all weekend because we couldn't qualify. We had like an engine issue or something. That's why we had to start in the rear. We did what we could. Came home 18th. We were top 10 on that last restart, but just couldn't hold off on older tires. Did what we could, but just didn't have enough there at the end. But yeah, I'm still an AD fan. And he's 60 points behind Chase Briscoe for the last chase spot too. So he did gain 3 points there from last week when he was 63 behind. So yeah, he did gain some points without stage points. But yeah, not giving hope on AD to still try to make this chase, even though he's 60 out. Let's just get ready for Watkins Glen next week and hope for the best on the road course. And let's go, AD.